finger is a bang. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jags and the Giants, next on Madden Football.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jags and... And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Brand, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Off-play action. Callahan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Callahan. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 3rd down, Callahan. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Randolph looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callahan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where the low man's got to win in the line of scrimmage. It's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Off the play fake. Callahan. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Callahan. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the Giants ready to come out now. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll...
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. To throw on 2nd down, Callahan. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. From the gun on third down, Callahan. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Riley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space, kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
On first down, Randolph. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callahan throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Rodriguez. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Off-play action. Callahan. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Callahan. And he will find his man on the outside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Looking to throw. Callahan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
This is unbelievable.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Now the try here for the point after. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And New York set to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Riley. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Throwing on first down. Callahan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Callahan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, that forced the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now they'll run on the draw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Operating from the gun, Callahan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
To throw on 2nd down. Callahan got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callahan. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see Week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callahan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Pittman. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Going with their tight end on 4th. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive. Almost whiffed on it. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. To throw on 3rd down, Callahan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going for 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings brings up fourth. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 1st and 10, Callahan. Over the middle, complete. It's Rodriguez.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Callahan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Looking to throw. Callahan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and through. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Randolph. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll look to throw here. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Giants on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Back to throw here. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 2nd down, Callahan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Callahan. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And New York set to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking sideline, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a week 1 victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opening. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jaguars, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Giants, They obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.